Coming up live at 7, beautiful skies, warm weather, and late sunsets are on the horizon. Spring and outdoor activities are on the way. Matt Coloma takes us to the Siena College Quad to show us how this affects students.
Plus, brush fires across New York State are at a peak right now. Open burning is being cracked down on, and Governor Hochul has announced a state of emergency.
And after 22 days, the prison strike has finally come to an end. While some are returning to work, thousands are now without jobs.
And Albany's annual St. Patrick's Day celebrations are just around the corner. The event information you need to know.
And as Mr. Siena is around the corner, tickets have finally gone up for sale. Where you can buy a ticket, SCTV Live at 7 begins right now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kenzie Swinson.
And I'm Matthew DeVincentis.
A state of emergency has been issued by Governor Kathy Hochul until March 21st. Brush fires have taken over portions of Long Island, New York City, and the Hudson Valley region.
Local officials say the fire started in Manorville after someone made s'mores and a piece of ember flew and caught fire. As of now, 100% of Long Island has been contained and 600 acres of land has burned in places such as West Hampton and Eastport.
No homes were affected, and that's a large part in due to all the firefighters. These are all volunteers that showed up. It's also due to the fact that we have water mains in the area and we maintain our hydrants. Unlike some in the West, we maintain them.
Dry conditions in New York State still hold a threat for brush fires. Siena College has some beautiful weather to start the week.
For more, SCTV's own Matt Coloma takes us out to the quad.
After a blistering cold winter that featured blustery winds and icy roads, Siena College students received a pleasant surprise upon their return from spring break. Warm weather and sunshine.
I'm out in the quad in the heart of Siena's campus where students are making the most of the pleasant day.
It is so beautiful out. Thank God. I'm so excited for the sun to be shining and the snow to be gone and melted. It's really bringing me back to life a little bit here.
Temperatures have reached 67 degrees this week in Loudonville, a temperature that almost matches the record high 70 degrees recorded in 1970.
And with weather like this, it's no wonder why students are out here soaking up the sun.
No, I came down from Florida, so I'm used to nice warm weather, and when I came here, it was freezing. And I think we all don't like that cold, but waking up this morning, it was beautiful. I couldn't believe it at first, and I look at my phone, and I'm still in disbelief.
Spring is always my favorite time at Siena anyway. The tables are set up outside, it's warm, people are hanging out on the quad. It just brings the community back out after being a harsh winter, so I need spring to come quickly, so I'm glad that it's starting today and I kind of get a little feel for it. I've got like my spring drinks out and everything. It's going to be a super fun time.
Students are certainly taking advantage of those tables, using them to hit the books or simply catch up with friends.
And with spring just around the corner, Siena College gets a sneak peek of what's to come. Reporting from the quad, I'm Matthew Coloma. Matt, Mackenzie, back to you.
Albany is hosting a St. Patrick's Day parade on Saturday, March 15th.
This is an annual tradition that brings in hundreds of spectators to the capital city. The parade starts at 2 p.m. at Lexington and Central in Albany. The parade will feature the Albany AOH, South End Irish, and many more. If you wish to know more, you can find information at albany.com for updates on road closures. Do you know how to properly pour your alcohol?
On Tuesday, CA Lexi hosted an event in Snyder Hall which taught students how to accurately measure the alcohol they are consuming. Students who attended got a chance to enter into a raffle for some Siena merchandise.
Governor Kathy Hochul announced that landmarks across the state will be lit purple in honor of Women's History Month.
The governor is committed to fighting for women's rights and gender equality in New York State. She also prioritized the women's budget, which includes $50 million in investments to support abortion access and protect abortion providers. On Monday, an executive order was signed by Governor Kathy Hochul that terminated more than 2,000 corrections officers.
The order required the Department of Corrections and Community Supervision to report officers who participated in a statewide prison strike that lasted 22 days. New York National Guard members were prompted to take the spots of those officers.
It is time to turn the page. We'll start with a high-energy recruitment campaign, moving forward with a clear focus on stabilizing and resuming operations while ensuring safety and security in our facilities.
In addition to the removal of the officers, they will also not be allowed to work for New York State ever again. With spring on its way, Adirondack beekeepers have reported a loss in beehives, a surplus of bee deaths, and many are concerned about what risk could come from this.
The winter months can be hard for a bee colony's survival, but usually this can be managed. Beekeepers in the Adirondacks say that after this year, it will take about 2 to 3 years to fully recover from these hives' losses. Coming up in just a little bit, SCTV's Dan Layton will sit down with the beekeeper and former Siena student Ilan Marticello to talk further about this crisis.
The Mr. Siena button sale that was meant to be held on Monday was canceled.
The event was supposed to take place at 12:30 in the SSU to raise money for Habitat for Humanity. The sale will now take place on Tuesday, March 25th at the same time and location. Also, tickets are now on sale for Mr. Siena. You can buy your tickets at mrsiena.lotus.com, and all proceeds go to Habitat for Humanity.
With Siena Fest right around the corner, the Student Events Board is looking for a talented opener for the show.
The annual Musical Mayhem event takes place on Thursday, March 27th at 8 p.m. in the SSU. So, if you want to show off your musical skills, make sure your application is submitted by March 14th. The graduation showcase was held at noon today for 2025 graduates.
Purchasing your regalia was part of this event, but don't worry if you missed it. They're still on sale through April 14th, and be sure to keep up to date with graduation events at the Graduate Program Events page. If you have any questions, email graduateadmissions@siena.edu.
Yesterday, the Gay Straight Alliance held an event to celebrate March Madness.
The event saw students creating brackets based on random topics such as movies and chip flavors. Then as a group voted on what topics should make it into the next round, attendees were also welcome to grab a slice of pizza.
I think what's special about it is there's no other community or space where queer people are so openly welcomed, and so I feel like just this tight-knit group is very comforting to have, and it's just like a reliable space for everybody to feel their safest.
GSA holds events like this every Tuesday and welcomes everyone to attend. Last night, a study abroad meeting was held in Ryan Hall.
If you missed it, don't worry. There's still time for you to learn about the study abroad process at Siena. Another meeting will be held in the Padua Hall Lounge tonight at 8. Beta Alpha Psi held a book drive yesterday in the SSU.
The drive helped to collect children's books for children and families in Albany. If you would like to donate a book, a box will be placed outside Siena Hall 431 till Friday. Still to come, SCTV's Dan Layton sits down with bee expert Ilan Marticello.
Plus, Siena men's basketball takes a trip to Atlantic City for the MAC tournament. See how they fared against Ryder.
And here's a look at the closing numbers from Wall Street stocks. Stocks closed mixed Wednesday with the S&P 500 and NASDAQ showing improvements. The Dow fell more than 80 points.